Good evening and welcome back to the channel. Yep, we're getting ready to do something with these apples. So let's start peeling these apples. I got a pot that I'm going to put them in after I peel them and cut them up. And it's just a simple peeling. Hope everyone had a great day. Hope your day was blessed. And that the things were not as you would have expected it to be. I pray things get better for you. I want to first start off by thanking everyone that has watched my videos. Even if this is your first time watching my video, I want to thank everyone that take the time to watch my videos. So I've taken the apple after I peeled it and cut it into fours. Okay, cut it into 4 pieces. And of course they still have the core in them. The core is still in there. So now what I'm about to do is to take that and just cut that core right on up out the middle, out of each part. We're gonna take that core out. And then we're gonna take that and just slice. Trying to get this pot to the edge where you can see it. Just slice, slice, slice. That's it. And I know you all probably wondering, what am I getting ready to make with these apples? We're gonna make some homemade fried apple pies. Now we're gonna cheat a little bit on this crust, but fried apple pies. I'm trying to turn it around a little bit more so you all can see. My kitchen is very small, and I have to make the most of what space that I have. And they're not real thick slices. I think that's a little bit better. Okay, so now what we're about to do, turn the fire on under here, under our apples. And then I'm going to show you what we're about to do. Okay, so now I'm going to turn these apples down a little bit. I hear them steaming. Okay, then we're going to put, this is what we're going to use. This is vanilla flavor, okay? So let's add a little vanilla flavor. And I just put my fingers over the bottle like this, so I don't pour too much. Then we're gonna add a little nutmeg. And you always just want to start off with a little of your spices. Pumpkin pie spice is not gonna taste like pumpkin, but it's gonna it will sure enough give it a kick. That's all I can tell you. It's gonna give it a kick. And then let's put a little cinnamon on there. Okay. We're gonna need sugar, of course. I should have put this in a skillet. We're gonna swap this out. We're gonna put it in a skillet. We're gonna put it in this cast iron skillet because I can't stir it. That's a seed right there. I couldn't stir it, so I took that out of there. Now I can possibly stir it a little bit more. And you all, I like homemade apple pies. I love homemade apple pies. Because I get to put however much butter, sugar, and everything else in there. Okay? So now, let's put a little butter in there. This is Land O'Lakes butter. But you can use whatever name brand butter you want. Because I got some Aldi butter I'm getting ready to put in here as well. I don't know if I have enough of this. And I'm just cutting this up. Kind of breaking it up with the spoon, dropping it in there. Okay. Now we need some sugar. We need some sugar, y'all. Let's put some sugar in there. Get a little piece of the core, a seed. Take that out. Put a little sugar in there. Now, if I had brown sugar, I would do brown sugar and white sugar. I don't have any brown sugar, so we're just going to go with the white sugar, okay? Just plain old white sugar. And this is maybe about a cup. This is a little small container, a little scoop. Okay, so it's trying to make its own little juices. It's making some little juices in there, okay? Oh yeah, this is looking good. That's steaming down good. Now you all, I'm also gonna fry some chicken. Oh, it's making its own little juices. It's making its own juices. Yeah, you don't need to add no water or anything to it because it's going to do its own thing. It's going to do its own thing. Now, I'm going to take one of them out and just kind of taste it. See what it's tasting like. It's good, but it needs more butter. Everything. A little bit more vanilla flavor. Okay. Just a little bit more nutmeg. Okay. A little bit more cinnamon. See, it's making like a thick syrupy. And this is pumpkin pie spice, so add a little bit more of that. Okay, we're gonna add some more butter to it. And maybe a little bit more sugar. This is gonna be good. Now I can go with either fried apple pie or I can just do a regular apple pie. I'm gonna ask my husband, do we want fried apple pies or just regular apple pie? Chopping up some more butter in there. We want it nice and rich. We want it nice and rich and creamy. Rich. Put a little bit more sugar in there too. Okay. And when you're cooking, you do it according to the taste that you have and what you like. And recipes can always be bumped up. You can add, you can take away on certain recipes. Some things like cakes and stuff, I don't know. You have to be really specific with cakes because sometimes they'll flop. But yeah, look at that. Look at them apples. I'm gonna bring them over. I'm gonna bring it, the skillet over there so you all can really see it. And I'm gonna ask my husband, would he rather have fried apple pies or just a regular apple pie? And that's looking good. I'm gonna bring it over there so y'all can see. I gotta wipe the stove too. Hold on. Made a mess over here with this. See that? Look at that. That's looking good. I spilled cinnamon and nutmeg on the stove. Some splashed. But that's all right. Okay. Look at that. And remember, I told you it's going to make its own juices. I want y'all to get down in there and see them juices. Can you see the juices right there? Look at that. See that? Remember, I told you it's going to make its own juices. It's going to do its own thing. Apples carry water. So as it's cooking down, it's just making its own little juices. And it's like a syrupy. Hold on, I'm gonna find out, do he want fried apple pies or do he want an apple pie? Hold on. Y'all watch them apples, don't let them burn. Hey Phil, you know them apples that was in there in the bag? Okay, I cut them up. So now, would you rather have fried apple pies or just apple pie? Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go with, if I do the apple pie, it's gonna be much faster. I can just do whole apple pie. Okay, so that's, I think I'm gonna do a whole apple pie. Now, this is what we're about to do. Because this is syrupy, but it's kind of on the watery side, okay? See that? See how that is? So what we're about to do, let me move this cup so you can see. See how kind of watery it is? We're getting ready to add a thickening to that. And this is what they call making a slurry. This here is cornstarch. It was in a bigger container. And I put it in here. So this is cornstarch, okay? About 3 forks of cornstarch. So I just kind of scooped it up like this, okay? Then what we're gonna do, add a little water to it. Just a little water. See that? Just a little bit. I don't want too much. And then we're gonna mix that up. And then we're gonna pour it in here. See that? Okay. So we're gonna take that and pour it in the apples. And that's gonna be as a thickening. Let me see, should I let y'all up a little bit, down a little bit? Trying to make it so y'all can really see. Okay. So I'm gonna take this here and pour some of this in here. And this is gonna act as a thickening. And it's gonna thicken that up. It's already starting to thicken up. It is already starting to thicken up. Add the last little bit of that in there. Oh, that's looking good. See how thick it is? It's thickening. Now, depending on how thick you want it, you can always add more. Depending on how thick you want it. As it cooks, it thickens up. See that? See how that's thickening up? See that? See that? It's like a thick syrup. It's like a syrup. That's what I want. Now, because we're going to put this in the oven and it's going to cook more when it get in the oven, we're going to stop it at this point, okay? Because if you overcook it and then when you put it in the oven, it's going to be cooked to mush, okay? So now what we about to do, let's put the top back on this here. Cornstarch. And I'm gonna take and taste one of them. Trying to find a little small piece. A little small piece. And this is hot, hot, hot. Look at that. That's hot. Mmm. That's good. That's good. Mmm. Mmm. Look at that. See what I'm saying? We're gonna cheat on that crust. Y'all know what I mean, right? Mm-hmm. Hold on. Okay, this is our pie crust. When you don't feel like doing a whole lot of work, get yourself some frozen pie crust. I ain't ashamed to say I uses it either. So you need a crust for the top and a crust for the bottom. It's 2 of them in here. Look here. See that? Now, start with this first one. Hold on. Put that paper in the garbage. We're going to take these apples and put them right in here. Look at that. Look at there. Next time I come on, well, not next time I come on, but next time I make apple pie, or I'll make, well, I'll make some fried apple pies, okay? And what I'm doing is just adding a little butter in between the layers. See that? Now we're gonna put some more apples on top of that. Now, although I know we got butter inside, we cooked it with butter, but you can never get too buttery. It can never be too buttery. Let's put some more butter in there. And then, y'all, we're going to fry some chicken wings. And I'll come back on when the apple pie is ready. I love a homemade apple pie. That's my thing, y'all. Homemade apple pie. See there? I just put more butter. Now, we're going to put the last of the apples in there. And we should have enough butter now. It's going to be rich. It's going to be rich. It's going to be rich. Okay. Oh, shucky now. Shucky now. Okay. Ooh, that's a lot of juices. That's a lot of juices, y'all. I hope I ain't got too much in there. Oh, look at there. Got a lot of juices in there, y'all. I gotta take some of them juices out because it's gonna overflow all in the oven, in the bottom of the oven. I know it is. I gotta take some of these juices out. Just a little bit too much juice. And because I know I got a lot of juice in here, although I'm taking some of it out. Taking some of it out, but it's still a lot in there, y'all. I wish y'all was here. I wish you were here. This is the other one. Let me show you. Let me move this out the way so you can see. I don't want nothing to block your view. I'll take this here, set it on top of here. See how I set that on top of there? See that? And then I kind of real lightly with my finger go around it. Take my finger, get a finger in there. And just kind of lightly. And then I take my other hand, because keep in mind it was frozen. take my hand, the warmness of my hand will help to release that crust. Gonna help to release it. Now you could buy whatever crust you want to buy, whatever brand you want to buy. Ain't no certain brand. And you can feel it. You can feel it with your finger. You can feel it crust as it begin to pull away from the pan. See that? Now, it might break up. Might tear up a little bit. But we keep in mind, this is homemade. Now, look at that. See what I'm saying? Now I'm going to show you how to get that nice golden brown on the top. Stick with me. Now, let me get another cup. That's another cup. Just a regular egg. Take that egg, crack it in that cup, bowl, whatever you want to use. Lift it up. And then we're going to brush it on top of that pie. Now, I normally use a brush. I don't have a brush. We're going to use a clean napkin. See there? Dab that on top. Now what I'm going to have to do, because I see this is already dripping. My pie is already dripping. And it ain't even got in the oven yet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a pan. I'm going to take a pan and put a pan up under it. I'll set this inside of a pan, okay? Because if I don't, as it cooks, it's going to drip all over the oven. So I put it inside this pan. I'll put a little water down in that pan. So as it cooks and as it drips, it won't make the kitchen smoky. Okay, so you just put a little water in there. That's it. I'm going to set it at 350. I'll be back when it's ready. I'll talk to y'all in a little bit. You all, this is the apple pie that I prepared. Put it in the oven. It is now ready. Look at that apple pie. Look at that. And remember, I put it in this pan because it had juices that it was dripping. And I didn't want it to drip all over the bottom of the oven and make a mess. This is my homemade apple pie. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. If you have subscribed, I do thank you, and I thank everyone for watching my videos. I thank everyone for watching my videos, for taking the time. Have a great evening, and above all, be blessed. Bye-bye.